Hi, I'm Meta and welcome to my channel, and in today's video I will show you how I made my Ahsoka armor from season 7 of Clone Wars. I'm making this video because when I was making my costume I didn't really find any tutorial or making of about this armor, and so I thought about making a video for those who are making the costume and hopefully help them. Keep in mind that this is my first actual armor project, so there are many mistakes I made, which I'll be telling you about in order to help you. All the products I used were very cheap materials, which you can find in any cheap store. The total armor costed around 20 euros or so. So for the base I used EVA foam, but the problem is that I used a very thin one because in the stores I bought there aren't different thickness of EVA foam, so it was like 3 millimeters or less. And if this is your case and you don't want to buy online, you can always use yoga mats, which there comes a lot of material and it costs around 5 euros or so. To glue the pieces together, I used hot glue. The best glue for EVA foam is contact cement, but the fumes are not quite good, and I prefer to use a safer method, which is hot glue. However, you must be careful because you can get burned. To prime the surface, I used white glue or school glue or wood glue. And to paint, I used acrylic paint, black, metallic silver, and a dark blue that came in a set of IKEA. And finally, to seal all the paint job, you can use a satin spray varnish. Okay, so first of all is the pattern making. To make the pattern, I looked a lot of reference images and I also used 3D models, which were very detailed. However, sometimes there was differences between the different 3D models, and for that I always check the series screenshots to make the most accurate patterns to the series. I just draw them freehand and then just checked if they fit me, and then trace them into EVA foam and then cut them out. After gluing the pieces together with hot glue and making sure there weren't any big blobs of hot glue, I primed the surface with white glue. I used 2 coatings because my glue was kind of thick If your glue is thinner, then you can use 3 or 4 layers. And then I did a completely unnecessary step that was painting the whole armor black. If your EVA foam is already black, you don't need to make this because the result will be the same, I can assure you, because I tried in other pieces without the black coating and they looked exactly the same. So do not waste black paint unless your pieces are made from grey or white EVA foam. And then I gave the metallic pass, the metallic look, brushing on a first layer of metallic silver paint without worrying about the brush strokes because they won't be seen later. And then very carefully, it is better if you use a dry brush. I dabbed in the paint to make it look if it was raw. And finally the blue parts, which were painted with the IKEA paint. I had to mix it with a little bit of black, but be careful because the blue has very little pigment, and if you put a lot of black, then it becomes like a greenish, a weird greenish color. So just a little bit of black will be enough to make the blue like less saturated in order to make it more similar to the blue which Ahsoka wears on her armor. And lastly, I weathered all the armor, adding shadows with black paint and also adding silver paint in the blue parts to make it look scratched and if it had been in battle. This way you make the armor look more used and less like a costume and more like the real thing. And this is all for today. You can see in the left the armor all attached without the paint and the finished armor on the right. I hope you like it and see you in the next video. Bye!